Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Morton. Welcome to today's Halloween History 101. We're going to talk about a really interesting little pamphlet today. It is the Halloween Fun Book from the Minneapolis Halloween Committee. This is dated from 1937. This is something that I suspect a number of cities were doing at the time, which was coming up with things that they could give to homeowners to suggest how they might buy off the kids who were playing pranks. Um, because those kids by 1937 were causing a lot of damage, and cities were very anxious to find some way to deal with this. It had become a real problem. Now, it's interesting that this is 1937 and you will not find the phrase trick or treat in here. But what this does do is give us some interesting looks at the early background of trick or treat. The book begins with a chart showing how destructive prank playing had evolved since they had begun to institute some of the ideas in this book. They dropped dramatically, meaning that these things were successful. Now, what I find very interesting is on page 20 in the book, where you will see something called house to house parties. I think this is one of the origins of trick or treat right here. The idea, as it says here, is for many years, groups of parents have worked together to give their children progressive or house to house parties. They have met with such great success that the Minneapolis Halloween Committee has been collecting definite ideas for these functions. So, what you have here is you have six houses involved in this. The first house gives them a game to kind of get the kids in the mood. The next house gives the children a few simple little treats. The next house has them bob for apples. House number four, another game. House number five, dessert and a good fortune game. And house number six, end the party with the presentation of favors. Have each child tell a 5-minute ghost story, serve goblin punch. So the rest of this little booklet is full of recipes and ideas for games and so forth to keep these kids entertained. But there's something else that's very interesting in this booklet, and that is on page 18, where we get a description of what an early haunted attraction or a home haunt would have been like. They call it a trail of terror. Now, what's funny about this, well, I no spoilers. Let me just read you a little bit of their description of how to set one of these up in your basement. An outside entrance leads us to a rendezvous with ghosts and witches in the cellar or attic. Hang old fur strips of raw liver on walls where one feels his way to dark steps. Have waxed boards on cellar steps with a mattress at the foot. Hey, sounds like lawsuit city to me, right? Anyways, it's a good thing that some things definitely advanced. But that is our little look today at Halloween history. I hope you will join me for more, and thanks very much.